Welcome to William versus the World. This is the part of the program each day where I tell Melissa to not say on air what she just said. So she now has been silenced by the power of the internet. She was having a risque and provocative conversation with me prior to starting this live stream, and now she's been prevented. Oh, don't drop your stuff. Don't break this. Don't break that glass thing either. We'll be in big trouble. We're here together. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. It's hotter than a bug. It's hotter than a bug. That is wildin'. What's going on with this? This is crazy. Wow. Once again, it's fucking on. Is the mic on? Sure it is. Once again, let's all take a moment to celebrate our gift and continue our musical journey together here on the Sepsis Facebook page. Hey, Cindy, what's up? Shaba Top Music Promotion. Well, thank you. I don't know what dragged you in, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you. So if this is your first time watching, now listen. Today and each week, we are learning, we are chatting, we examine top industry stories, news, technology, and social media. Starting the day in your own life is already adventurous enough, so I really appreciate all of you for being here with me. Welcome to William versus the World. This is, and somebody said it isn't, but I say it is, this is the only music and news show brought to you by bands. What other band does this? There's no band. Where's the band that does this? I said this is the only news show brought to you and presented by an independent band about the music industry. We stream it each day, presented to you by us, musicians. I'm the guitar player for Seb's band. But not just any musicians that you know, musicians that have been with you every single day for the last 10 years on the internet. That's us. We're an internet band. We're the Facebook band, Sepsis Band. This is the only interactive live stream and chat on the internet where together we read, we dive deep, we cross-reference, we compare, utilizing the full power of the internet each day to discover, examine, unpack, unlock a common-sense approach, visiting each corner of the music industry for independent, self-employed, and working DIY musicians and fans, and of course, serious musicians everywhere. Welcome. I will say also that each moment of our working day, we have a constant supply of notifications and algorithms, bots, metrics, hackers, cell phones, and social media apps, all to maintain a consistent grip on our society and also our children, our jobs, our banks, our money, our love lives. Young lady, can I have that back? I never hit it. Look, this lady is wildin'. She's wildin'. Things you don't know about my girlfriend, Melissa. She doesn't listen to me. She rolls over me like a Tonka truck. I'm telling you, she's younger than me, she's stronger than me, and she doesn't listen to me. Buckle up each day for a stern look at the real music industry. I said it. The real, unrecognizable music industry that's led by big tech companies, litigators, billionaires, and shareholders. That is the real music industry. Get out your iPads, get out your notebooks, your reference tools. It's time to do some fucking homework on another episode of William versus the World! Yeah! It was too much. Let's have a lot of coffee this morning. Sorry, I apologize. This one, I'm doing a special show. Last show, we did a show on metronomes and how important that is and why you should be using them. I hope there's no debate. If you missed it, go check it out. Go check out some of the past episodes this week of me melting at the table. I'm late because I got stuff to do. We're getting ready to go cross country and open up for Jelly Roll. Little fun fact about Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is not the first blues or jazz musician named Jelly Roll. There was another jazz artist named Jelly Roll. Bless you. Bless your heart.
Thanks.
There was another jazz artist named Jelly Roll that was a jazz player before all of us were born. Go check it out. So there was a Jelly Roll before the Jelly Roll. There was a Machine Gun Kelly before Machine Gun Kelly. Did you know that there was a Dr. Dre before there was a Dr. Dre? But there's only one Melissa Wolf! I'll just fuck with you guys. So that's what we're doing. And it's hot. And I'm trying to convince everybody that I don't need in-ear monitors. I'll be fine. Just give me a wedge. I haven't hit this thing yet. It's illegal. I'm going to step off the camera and do this because it's illegal. Don't tell anybody. Can you smoke now on Facebook or is that illegal?
I don't know.
I'm not smoking. I'm cooking. Now, I will tell you all, Sepsis is an adult band. We do adult programming. When people come over here, they go, man, but the kids, though. And I said, what the hell are you talking about? The people that wrote, the Friday the 13th movie, they weren't thinking, wow, wait till the 8-year-olds see this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when Judas Priest came out, they weren't like, oh, yeah, man, 5-year-old little girls are going to love this music. When pornographers shoot film, hopefully they're not going, oh, man, we're going to inspire a new generation of kids. What the fuck? And same thing with Sepsis. We don't make content for children. We like people. We like young people. But Sepsis is an adult band. We say words like fuck. We say words like motherfucker. And, that can be considered offensive to some people. So that's, we dress half naked on stage. That could be offensive.
It's kind of our thing,
When people bring their kids to Sepsis shows, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Now I got to put a shirt on. You know what I mean? It's like now my set just got warmer. Anyways, this one, oh my God, it's fucking Len. Holy shit. Oh my God, that is crazy. And look, it's Len.
Which one is he?
Right there. He's got a Spartan helmet. Let's give some music for Len. Yo, Gio, good morning, brother.
Merchant bound.
Appreciate y'all. Do you want me to go look that up for real? Hold on, let me look that up. I'll do that just for you guys. Hold on. I got you. All right, guys. I'm going to do this for you. You guys are going to love this shit. This is for you. Since we're talking about it, so you guys know that we're going to Rockfest next month and opening up for the amazing Jelly Roll. In fact, we're the finale band of the festival, and as soon as Jelly Roll finishes his set, we get the okay to play the Sepsis set. So if you're going to see Jelly Roll in Wisconsin this year, then you have a chance to also see our band. I really hope that you guys stick around to do that. But without further ado, let me just show you guys real quick, because Len had said something. If you guys don't know, we have a gaming community called Immaculate Connection Gaming, but we play with everybody. You know, it doesn't matter who. But it's a Halo gaming community that we've had for almost like 10 years, and we've seen a lot of people come and a lot of people go. Um, but we've been keeping this thing consistently going throughout the Halo titles. And Len is in the chat. Everybody, welcome Len. And he plays with us on Wednesdays and Fridays, man. So welcome to the chat. But let's just take a quick look here. I just want to see. Um, what's his last name? I think his last name's Morton or something. Morton. I forget. I'm not a great speller or nothing like that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, look at this. Here we go. You ready? Look, guys. Jelly Roll Morton. You see this guy? You guys thought I was kidding. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, my brother. We got it. Everything is all good. Come and join the stream if you're bored. Why am I talking like a robot? There you go. That was weird. I think I thought I was doing talk to text, and when you guys do talk to text, I got to explain myself. Yo, so I really apologize for sounding like a fucking robot, but let me explain myself. The reason why I was talking like this is because a lot of times when I use talk to text, it can't tell my New Hampshire accent, and it fucks up everything that I say. So I thought I was originally doing talk to text. Then I realized that this was a voice recording. Okay. Jelly Roll Morton. Now, see, like if you were born in 2000, you wouldn't ever know. Look at this guy. What a different looking dude. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's learn about the old Jelly Roll. And then we'll learn about the new Jelly Roll. How about that? That sounds like fun. All right, so we'll do this Jelly Roll, and then we'll do the new Jelly Roll. If I mess up this guy's name, don't make fun of me neither. I'm not hearing all that because I don't read and spell and do all that fancy shit better than anyone else. Ferdinand Joseph Lemoth. Oh. Lamont. Later, Morton. They must have changed his name or something, man. That's wildin'. Huh. So later on, his name was Morton. But he was born Fernandid Joseph Lamont. That's crazy. He was born September 20th, 1890. Holy crap. What do you think about that, you guys? July. Oh. And then he must have passed away July 10th, 1941. Melissa, do you want to hear about any of this? This is really interesting stuff. I don't know if you want to be a part of it. I don't know if you want to be a part of it. We're having a big rehearsal tomorrow, so everyone's getting ready for we had to redo our intros. I don't know, you know how some bands they have an intro that comes on before the music and the band members come out, and we're kind of preparing things, and so we had to redo all of that, and now we're working on right now we're working on our rehearsals, like what we do in between songs and how much time is in between songs. And I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but that's difficult. I'm waiting on Melissa to see if she wants to hear any of this. In the meantime, we'll look up the new Jelly Roll just in case. Because maybe people don't know. Maybe people don't know nothing about it. I don't know shit. So we're going to find out one way or another. Because you know who doesn't know? Me. So you got one Jelly Roll. I'm starting to get hungry. We got one jelly roll, and then we got another jelly roll. Look, they even specified here. They're like Jelly Roll the singer, and then there's Jelly Roll Morton. You feel me? Melissa, I know you can't hear me. See, she can't hear me. Here's another thing. What are you doing?
I was just talking with Rob about merch order.
Oh, would you like to hear about Jelly Roll? Do you want to do a little? Do you want to learn a little something? If you don't want to and you're busy, I can understand. I just hear. When am I going to get an opportunity to talk to you, Nate, Rob, and everybody else in the chat at the same fucking time?
Oh, are they all in the chat?
Everybody's fucking right here. We could just talk about everything. So I was saying we're going to go open up. Yes. So let me tell you who's here, just so you know. You know some of these people. Hans is here. Gio is here. Steve is here. Len is here.
Hi, everybody.
Right. And they're up and there. Look, let's play some music from Mr. Salvatore Pan, who is the drummer for our band. Why would you guys talk over there when you guys could talk right here? I'm gonna bring them on camera. We could just talk on the show.
That'd be fun.
Do you guys? Should I bring on band members in the show? It's gonna. I mean, I'll tell you what. If I bring band members on the morning program, it's gonna really confuse everybody. Because I'm gonna start interviewing my band members. We should have a show where I just interview my band members. I'll fuck with you guys big time.
I suppose we are part of the world.
You're part of the world. I wouldn't be.
William.
I would. Right. Right. This is William versus the world. That means you do. Yo, Trish is like, yes. No, because I'm not the normal interviewer. Like, I'm going to keep it real. If I had a show, you know all these shows, look, God love them. All the guys on Facebook and all the YouTubers and even the celebrity interviewers. The people that interview rock stars are boring. Like, I'm from state prison. So I grew up with detectives and investigators and parole officers all my life. I want to do some interviews. I want to do it, real interviews. You guys don't know about real interviews. I'll teach you how to do interviews. I want to do a real interview. I want to, if I ever come out with an interview show and interview, you know, artists and creatives, oh, man. It's going to get ugly. Steve said, just a FYI, I have for the Wednesday show works. Oh, a mic? Oh, really? I mean, maybe. Maybe I'll have to see if they need it. I appreciate you, Steve. Yo, that's now you're talking some other shit. Like Gio, if you lived 3 hours from the headquarters, Gio would be on the Honeycomb Hideout. Gio would be on the Honeycomb Hideout every week. I would work whatever type of magic.
You two together.
That's the missing seat. That's the missing seat.
Yeah, for sure. That's gotta happen.
That's the missing seat. He can have his own. He can have his own segments and everything. That's the missing seat. I also contemplated in my life, this would be complete chaos. But think about a Honeycomb Hideout, right? Where we added like Allison and Gio, and we had a bigger table in a bigger room with central air and ice water. We don't have anything, damn it. But we will soon. We will soon. Okay, here we go. So if you guys didn't know, we're going to this trip to Wisconsin. So every couple of days, we do something to prepare for it. You know, musically, working on screams or working on, stage moves or exercising, whatever we could do. We try to do something every day to prepare for the show. But we play on Saturday night. July 20th in Cadott, Wisconsin, right after the Jelly Roll set. And as I said, I need to learn more about all of the artists that we're playing with. Now that we're a month away, I had planned to utilize this month and focus on art and music in terms of Rockfest. You know, I'm like a football coach, so I watch the tail of the tape. You know, I watch the artists previously that have played Rockfest. Rockfest is 20 years old or something like that. They've been around for a long time, so I've been able to look at 20 years of YouTube of artists getting up there and kicking butt at Rockfest. You know, Len said we have each other. You goddamn right. Yeah, no, real talk. And so each day like a boxer, you know what I mean? Like just like a boxer would, they look at the ring and they study the foot movement and the environment, and they practice and they audition their moves and they create new combinations and they use their creativity, while they're doing their homework to try to prepare for the best show possible, So much like an athlete, when it's hot, you're running around. My guitar is a very heavy guitar. I think it's damn near 8 pounds. This thing is honestly like a really heavy guitar. That's really scary, right? Let's look it up. Schecter C1 Platinum. Weight. I thought this was a smartphone. We'll look at that in a minute. So, just like a boxer or something that's building a choreography, that's trying to get the footwork right. That's what we're doing as a band, So we look at the other bands that have went up there. We look at some of the challenges and the from techniques to the technical concerns. We start checking boxes of what we need to do. When we have large shows like this, 1,000 people plus, 2,000 people. This is a show with 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 people at it. That's the type of show that we want to make sure we're doing something. We're not stressing out. We're just doing something every single day to make sure that we're crossing T's and dotting I's. So one thing we do is out of respect and out of love of the game and value, we do research. We call it band stalking. So when we're playing with other bands, our band will do deep dives on all the bands that we play with. If we hear you as a band, even if you're a cover band or a karaoke band, if Sepsis finds you online and we're interested into you, we'll band stalk you. I don't give a fuck if you got 100 listeners. That's something we do. We're not doing it to be mean. We do it because we love music and we love supporting bands, especially the ones we like. But we like supporting bands, even the ones that we don't like. How about that? Me and Melissa are such supportive of music and independent rock and roll and other bands. We support bands and genres and people. We even support people that don't like us. Ain't that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, bands that hate Sepsis, we love them. Those are our favorite bands. And any chance we get, when we find bands that hate our guts, we try to promote them as much as possible. So if I even hear of a band or somebody that doesn't like me, oh shit, I'm promoting you. Oh my goodness. That's a chance. That's an opportunity for generosity. What I want to do just today is do a little bit of band stalking with you guys, but beforehand, I just want to show you that there's another Jelly Roll, and I just want to read about him because I like history, and I'm a history nerd, and I think it's fun to look back and see where we get all of our cool ideas from. If you didn't know, maybe you thought Jelly Roll was never invented before, but he was born on September 20th, 1890, Melissa. He passed away July 10th, 1941. Now my mother was born in 1945. give you, you know, a chronological image. You like that? So the original Jelly Roll passed away a few years before my mother was born. That just gives you an image, a way to measure the time length. You still had world wars going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking crazy. All right. So this guy, Jelly Roll, yo, that is insane. I love that. That's bananas. That is banana boat heaven. Yeah, that is really cool. Melissa's fucking around. Stop messing up the show.
I'm sorry.
All right.
This is dope, though.
Let me see.
So I like that one.
That's really intense.
Yeah, I don't really care for that. But that's dope.
That's crazy.
Right?
I love it. I'll shoot the first episode tomorrow.
You're funny.
That's how I roll. What you talking about? That's how I roll. All right. God. Good thing you're not on this program. You take all you would distract. You're not doing anything wrong. It's me. I'm easily distracted. All right, you gonna listen or no? You don't care anymore? I know you've got cool stuff. I've already explained to the chat that we're kind of under pressure right now. We're cooking. We're all cooking. Nobody knows, but we're getting ready for everything. Things are being sent this way. Packages are being sent that way. It's hard to tell. It's really hard preparing for, what do we got? We got like 10 shows coming up. It's hard to prepare for all these shows and do the streams and finish the album and do everything. It's crazy. It really is. It's difficult to do. Sometimes we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Sorry, guys, for distracting me.
No. It's not you. It's really not you. It definitely is me. I'm a whack job. It's fine. It's fine. We're just having fun. But Jelly Roll, the Jelly Roll that was born in 1890, he was an American ragtime and jazz pianist, band leader, and composer of Louisiana Creole. We got to listen to some of this shit. Morton was jazz's first arranger, proving that a genre rooted in improvisation, how do you say that, could retain its essential characteristics when noted. Improvisation.
How's it spelled?
Improvisation. That's how you say that?
Improvisation.
Got you.
Yep.
That's a twister. So yeah, what they saying there is Morton was jazz's first arranger, proving that a genre rooting in improv, could retain its essential characteristics when organized correctly. So what does that mean? Let me break it down for y'all. It means that he was able to take music that was known as freestyle music and organize it and make it memorable. So where people come out the club and wow. See what I'm saying? He made it normally a music that was traditionally, off the cuff, and people would have to make things up as the song went on, and there'd be twists and turns. He arranged jazz in such a way where it had parts, recognizable parts that repeated, which is very unlike jazz at the time. His composition, Jelly Roll Blues, published in 1915, was one of the first published jazz compositions. He also claimed to have invented the genre. Wow. Morton also wrote King Porter Stomp, Wolverine Blues, Black Bottom Stomp, and I Thought I Heard Buddy Bolden Say. the last time a tribute to New Orleans musician from the turn of the 20th century. Morton claimed to have invented jazz in 1902 and was criticized. Of course, I figured that. Music critic Scott Yanow wrote, Jelly Roll Morton did himself a lot of harm. Here's a word for you, Melissa. You're so smart. What the hell does that say? Posthumously. By exaggerating his worth. Posthumously. Posthumously.
No, there's no R.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about then, clearly.
Posthumously.
Post-existence.
Posthumously? Posthumously. What are they talking about, though?
What do you mean? They were talking about he was bullshitting. He said that he invented jazz. And he said he did himself, they said Jelly Roll did himself a lot of harm exaggerating his worth, saying that he invented jazz. That's what they're saying. They're saying Jelly Roll Morton, he went around telling people that he invented the genre when he didn't. I'm sure he was one of the first or something. He felt entitled. He felt good. He was confident.
Occurring, awarded, or appearing after the death of the originator.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. He's saying that he was aware that there was somebody else that originally created it.
And I was correct. It's posthumous.
Posthumous? Yeah, it means occurring, awarded, or appearing after the death of the originator. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's also born after the death of its father. Newton was posthumous son of an illiterate yeoman. My mind is blown. So it goes into his early life here. I'm not interested in that, So his birth name was, again, for I'm gone. Can we just call him fucking Joe?
Joe.
He was born in September. And he lived in Los Angeles and California. He did jazz and ragtime. He was a composer and arranger. He was like me. I didn't steal no music from no dead people. Don't look at me. Relax. Okay. And now, this is the Jelly Roll that we're opening up for. And let's just because we had some comparisons there, his genres are hip-hop, country, and southern rock. Not that much different. I mean, the original Jelly Roll from the 40s made arrangeable jazz. That's kind of like fucking blues. That's like, you know what I mean? It's like almost like, Anyhow, he's from Tennessee and a songwriter. And he has a lot of record labels. A lot. Why did it say how many children he has? That's weird, right? He's got 10 kids. I just think that's weird. Who cares? Like, I know it's Wikipedia. I get it. I know. So why is it going to his early life? This is all they have of him? Like the other Jelly Roll had a lot of stuff. Okay, anyway, so he was born Jason Bradley DeFord in 1984. Oh, me and this guy like the same age group. Wow, I won't be the only older guy at this festival. Yeah, me and Jelly Roll are going to be over there, man. All right. Damn. I thought I was the only old guy making music. Older. I'm older. I'm older than you. Don't get it twisted. I'm older than all my friends. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. That was the worst. That's not even true. Actually, I'm starting to think comparatively, I think it's evening out now. I think I have equal amount of older friends. It's like that. You you realize, wait a minute, holy fuck, we're all moving at the same speed. Do you ever feel like you're getting older but other people aren't? Or you're staying younger and other people are aging? You don't feel like that? Sometimes sorry, some of you guys, I think some of you motherfuckers, I'm like, he's getting so old. And people are like, oh, he's fucking 33. I'm like, oh, really? Shit, I'm sorry. You know, sorry. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in my 40s, but like some of my 30-year-old friends are living like senior citizens. It's fucking nuts. I'm like, stop being like that. You're making me, you know what I mean? You make me feel like, come on, bro. Don't think I was going to say old. These younger guys make me feel really young. They make me feel immature. As I grab my Capri Sun. Yeah, I'll prove it. So, he was born in 1984, known professionally as Jelly Roll, often stylized as Jelly Roll. One word. I kind of like that better. Like branding. Ooh. Sorry, I just happened to see this really nice guitar. Stop it. No, I'm not a credit card person, Melissa. But if I was, do you like that?
I like the color.
That's the same C1 Plat that I have, but in that color.
It's like a dark blue.
Yes.
Or is the light fucking with me?
The light is fucking with you, but here, take a look at that, right? Because think of what that would look like though on stage, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's dope.
I think I should get
It's
that.
like smoky, kind of.
Yeah, I think
That's the same thing.
it's the same. That's why I like it. It's another nope. It's a yup.
It's a yup. That's the yup, and that's the nope. I love it.
That's crazy. Then I get a maybe.
And then you need a maybe.
This kid's funny over here. Beginning his career in 2003, he's a late bloomer. He rose to mainstream prominence following the release of his singles Need a Favor 2023 and Son of a Sinner. That is the one that I was introduced to. Lexi showed me that song. Son of a Sinner.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, ooh, that's good. I was like, holy shit. I never heard of him before that song. And I was like, oh my God,
Probably my favorite.
yeah, that's the one for me right there. Hopefully they play that night. That's the one. Oh, look at this. It won. Yeah. Well, look at that. It won 3 awards.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah. But he might not get out of there if they don't play that. Son of a motherfucking sinner. Son of a sinner. I said 3-time award, son. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. Imagine your song is so huge where like you can't go on. You know what I mean? Unless you play unless you agree to play that song. Like Motley Crue's got to play Girls, 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 right? Or they're done, right? Like, don't get up there. Like, I've been to a lot of Ask and Alexandria concerts. If they don't play the final episode, then it's the final episode for me. Like, I'm a bad fan. You know what I mean? That's why it's not. If you're in a band, this is what I'm telling you. If you guys are in a band and I become your fan, you're fucked. Oh, you're screwed. You're screwed because now I'm rooting for you. You know what I mean? And I'm a terrible fan. Like when I fan stuff, I like I was just talking about Halo. Thing you need to understand about people that play Halo, we are deeply diving fans, and that also makes us know-it-alls and mouthy experts, and we talk tons of shit about this video game. It's awful. I do it. My friends do it. It's fucking terrible. We love the game, and we talk shit about it. I'm super guilty of dissecting this game and pretending that I know what it's like to be a game developer and inserting myself and like internalizing and using my imagination and pretending that I know what it's like to develop video games. And I know, come on, man, when you look back at IBM or Google or any of these big tech companies or bands, they all started in the fucking basement. They all like I used to think that Microsoft was Halo and Halo was Xbox and Xbox was, you know, the internet and the internet was Wi-Fi. I didn't, you know, growing up I never understood that these were all separate things, you know? I thought they were departments. I thought it was like a music industry. I thought they were these departments that worked together. I didn't realize it was just a bunch of fucking greedy tastemakers banking and brands, and I didn't understand that. I didn't understand it was about merchandising and advertising. My mind fucking split when I started to understand that Halo was Cookie Crisp and Monster Energy drink. Then the reality started to materialize for me. You guys are funny. Hans goes, I'm an old geezer. The point I'm trying to make is I love the game, and I loved every single one of them. And we compare each title, and none of the titles, other than them being Halo and being recognizably and obviously Halo, we argue about how recognizable it is. And none of these things are like scientific truths. It's all based on matters of taste. You know what I mean? None of us have any experience in game development. And same could be said for music. Like we love music so much. People love sex so much. But really, are we all experts at it? Nobody wants to admit, I'm a terrible lovemaker. I'm awful at it. Like, nobody ever wants to admit that. If you go into a sea of people, right? You go into a big group of people and you say, who's really bad at sex? Raise your hand. Like, nobody, you know what I mean? If you had 10,000 people, we're going to do that at Rockfest. Can we write that down for talk time? Who's terrible in bed? Raise your hand. Who's really good in bed? Raise your hand. Look at you, almost fell over the chat. Look, she almost fell over the trash. Put a 1 in the chat if you're listening to this and you think you're good in bed. And put a 2 in the chat if you think that you're terrible at it. Go ahead, motherfuckers. Can we write this down for top time? Me and Zach will take this one. Me and Zach will take this one. No, what do you mean no one's gonna look? Steve put a 10, he put a 2! Steve's a real one. Steve's real. Fuck that. I fuck with Steve. Steve's real. Look, the whole point is like, do you want authentic or not? Motherfucker. Look, Hans thinks he's Mr. Sexy. Yo, Hans thinks he's, look, this is getting wild. This is getting crazy. Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sexy is in the building. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're bugging. Oh, my God, Len, are you seeing this maddening stuff right here? This is, wow, this is the type of shit we have to put up with here in the band. Good Lord. I've lost all train of thought. This has derailed the entire fucking program. Sean goes, when I was a young buck, I was good at it, but now I might break a hip. Yo. Oh, get me some water. Tell these young motherfuckers. Yo, this girl's funny. I'll take a water. Yes, I will. Get one for me and for Sean. We're grown up. I take breaks. This is crazy. Why can't we ever just be honest? It's all right. It's all right, guys. We're moving through life. It's part of life. Yo, Len's right though, gentlemen. For you older guys out there, I'd say 35 plus. Listen to what Len is saying to you. Before you think you're gonna hop on top of your old lady and stretch out, you better stretch out. You need before you get active. This is for all my responsible young men that are going through life right now. You need some water. You need to stretch out. You need to see what type of plan of attack you're gonna have. What type of position is gonna be comfortable for you. It's true. Nobody ever talks about it. Everyone's embarrassed. American men are terrified of sex. They're terrified of talking about it, thinking about it. They only do it in private and on the internet. And I'm here to tell my confident, strong male brothers on the live chat to make sure. Hey, Len, actually, I can't even take credit for it. Len said it. Len was like, look, and Len takes care of animals and other creatures. He knows. He knows the difference between a young dog and an old dog. I'm trying to tell you something. This shit is biology. Don't be mad at me. This is the life you were given. This ain't I'm not your dad. I'm your brother. I'm going through life with y'all. Holy shit. You got to remind these guys they can't bust 3 nuts a day. You know what I'm saying? And if you're the one that tells them that, they get upset with you. You can't make $1 million every day. You're going to have ups and downs. Literally. That is funny. That's good. Yo, Trish is going crazy. She's like, this is ridiculous. Nah, it truly is. Gio said us old dogs could only run to the end of our chain and bark. Yo, keep it real. Keep it real. And the young dogs are only one step away from falling down the stairs and tripping over their shoelaces. I'm trying to tell you something. If you made it to 35, 40, congratulations. Most of the people I look up to are 50 plus, 70 plus. You want to know why? Because they have it's almost like once your brain is fully developed and you're ready to absorb some knowledge, you really are trying to make older friends in life. You are, because it helps comprehensively just live and not worried about every man-made idea that comes your way. Some of them are unavoidable. I get it. But like talking with older people really, I love the girls at the band room, man. They're just so full of wisdom and energy, But they older than me, and I love, I love talking with Bob and all of them, and Gio, and it feels good to have people around you that might know a little bit more than you. It feels good for me. I don't know. I don't care if it feels good for anybody else. Fuck you.
You're used to being the oldest in the room.
You see what she's saying? Okay, Melissa just said that she was like, you're used to being the oldest in the room, or I'm usually elected to do the research. You know what I mean? I'm usually elected to come up with answers a lot of the times. Sometimes Zach too. Like I notice people look towards Zach a lot. People love that. Last practice, Zach turned around and he was like, is there anything else that I could do for any of you? Because
being in that position too, though, I think.
we'll have to ask him. Somebody tag Zach. He's probably too busy. I bet you Zach is a bit more busy than everybody else right now.
Yeah.
He's like a busy person.
Hard to reach
He is hard to reach. Oh, wait a minute. There's Zach right there.
Oh, what? Is he watching the podcast?
Thank you so much. It was really strange because I was just talking about you on the podcast.
His ears must be ringing.
Are your ears ringing?
For sure.
That's funny. That's really funny. No, it's all good, John. We've been here talking shit. You know how it is over here. Plus, this lady keeps giving me this magical pen off the camera, and I keep hitting the magical pen, and it gets more interesting the more we get into this. I'm only gonna do one. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more. I said we were gonna do this getting sponsored thing 7 years ago, and I haven't done it. Let's do it. We're gonna do it right now. I'll show you what I'm gonna do tomorrow and the next day too. You're just what do you? Okay, yeah, there she goes. So you're just in time for the next story. It's all good because I lost train of thought, and sometimes that's good. Sometimes when I lose train of thought, just keep me going. If you want if you want the world to turn, I'm one of those motherfuckers, you know, that you see in the middle of the street. I get to talking to you for 40 minutes. You know what I mean? It's part of my upbringing, my culture. You know, you see somebody downtown, and you see somebody, you get something good going on. You're in the moment. Living in the moment, man. All right. So okay. I just want to make sure we had time for it. We do. How to get sponsored in 2024. I know this is a big deal for a lot of people, especially I've been seeing a lot of people that are doing shows too. This is separate. Like if you're gonna do an event, we'll do a separate live stream on how to get sponsors for events. That's kind of different, you know. I hope you guys know what I mean. You know, so I don't want to. I don't want to. All my friends that are doing events right now. Just I want to tell you quickly. If the first thing you should be doing in your events are figuring out how you're going to pay everybody, and then booking the talent first. You know, and getting some art going, and doing all the administrative, you know, like tickets and administrative links and websites, admat, and administrative work prior to you going about thinking about partners and sponsors and stuff like that. Okay? But we'll do another whole episode on that another time. Okay? So I hope you just got what I said, because obviously this is pertaining to artists, and I don't believe it gets too much into like events or event coordinating. But I know this is a big deal for a lot of drummers and individuals. I remember when I first started, me and Melissa started, we'd hear all the bands saying, "Oh man, you get sponsored, dude, you're sponsored." And me and Melissa used to think when when we were a lot younger, we used to go, "Oh man, you know, they're sponsored." And then like year 2 of us being a band, we'd see bands and they'd have their merch up or whatever they were doing, and they'd be sponsored, you know. We'd go see bands locally and be like, damn, like, how do you get sponsored? You know, what is it? What is? And then, you know, our as time went on, me and Melissa would go watch bands, because that's what we did in the first 5 years of being a band, is just watch bands. That's how we got into the habit of supporting other bands, is actually going out and watching them back when people did that a lot more. And, yeah, man, like, we just noticed that, like, being sponsored sometimes it was important and sometimes it wasn't. But there was a period in time when we thought, like, being sponsored meant that you were making it, and you were and to some degree, that's how some people define their success. That's how some people go, you know, as a musician, that's one of the boxes I want to check off. I want to be sponsored. Sepsis has been sponsored. We're currently, we currently work with a handful of partners and sponsorships. And it goes in waves. Sometimes we have new sponsors come on. Sometimes they jump on for specific events. Again, that's a little bit different. But we also have sponsors of the band, people who, cut us deals on T-shirts or hats or, some people that, that throw us guitar strings or picks. And then there are other sponsorships that we have that will pay us if people shop with them and use our promo codes and stuff like that. So that's how Sepsis and there's other sponsorships too that Sepsis has. So, but that's our experience of it. And every partner, every business is different. Every sponsor that Sepsis has ever had has been different. Every deal and arrangement and agreement is unique, and that I don't know if that's just us. I don't know if people see us as a unique brand and they might see us as carefree or flexible or independent. So a lot of times the brands that reach out to us really have to be a good fit with us. We're not the type of band to just take on any brand, even if they're popular. We really like to do a little research and make sure that we're partnering up with people that we really can support, people that we can agree with, people that we like. We need to, in terms of Sepsis, we can only partner up with people that I could live with in a prison cell. We're a unique band. So we're the chances of us having a lot of partners are slim because we're an independent band, and the pathway of independence is through freedom. So the more people that can slap a sticker on your racing car, the less freedom you have moving around without people noticing. You feel what I'm saying? You got to look at Sepsis as more like a race car, and everybody from Gio to Zach to Melissa, we all have a different role in the pit crew, in the administration, in the marketing. There's probably, 200 to 300 people that are directly involved with Sepsis every year that are building Sepsis, that they have their sticker on the car. Do you see what I'm saying? Like Valvoline or Home Depot or something like that, It's hard to explain, but like a horse or a race car, when we get sponsors, we use and utilize these sponsors and advertise, and we build the car up. We upgrade the parts, right? We get bigger, cleaner tires, faster, more responsive brakes, shit like that. That's how it works. All right. The more we take it around the track, the more races we win, the more opportunities and better sponsorships sometimes you can unlock. One of the most challenging aspects of your career as an artist will be finding ways to fund your music and grow your audience. An effective way to do this is by getting sponsored as a musician. But just how do you go about gaining a sponsorship as an independent musician in 2024? Our guide is here to break things down for you and help give you the best chance of making money from your music. So I just an add-on here. Not all sponsorships are about making money, and that's up for argument. But I don't think all sponsorships should be about money. I think some partnerships and sponsorships, endorsements, should not always be about, an exchange of money. Now, value is something different. I said money. So, because they said here about getting money. They said making money. Music's not really all about. You might not. You might not be. You might not be at the level. Okay, excuse me. Where you're trying to achieve making money from the sponsorship or from your music. You might not be at that level. But a musician at any level can have a sponsorship. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like that was a little bit strange. Music sponsorship involves partnering with a brand or company that shares your value and goals, offering support for your music in exchange for your exposure that you can provide the brand. This could mean sharing a review on a microphone, via your social media account, or by using the latest drum kit on stage at a summer festival slot. There are so many opportunities for musicians to partner up with different brands in 2024, with collaborative posts becoming increasingly popular on TikTok and Instagram. A recent example of this is this lady here's partnership with Taco Bell. She must be a TikTok person, so she did a TikTok little advertisement for them. She was the perfect candidate for the sponsorship from the company, which helped them reach a wider audience and attract new fans through influencer marketing. Develop your music career's brand and audience. Before you can start approaching potential sponsors, you're going to need to have a clear music brand image as well as a growing audience, especially on social media. Start creating a brand identity that showcases your unique style and look. Focus on building your fan base. Use your Instagram and Twitter, TikTok accounts to promote your music and engage with your audience whenever possible. All of this should go without saying, but developing your online brand goes hand in hand when achieving success as an independent artist. They focus a lot there on independence. Identifying potential sponsors. Once you've built up your artist and brand influence, it's time to start looking at potential sponsors. The obvious brands will come in mind, but it's important to consider smaller, more achievable sponsors and opportunities as brands that align with your artist values and music genre. Now, I was kind of saying that earlier. You feel me? I was trying to say that earlier, like, you might not want to be focused on trying to make money, because, like, if you're at a certain level, you might not be at a level where your brand is so big and shiny where you can kick in the door and be like, what do I have? I got an Atari shirt on, right? So Sepsis isn't going to be able to walk in. I got a Sepsis logo behind me, right? And I got an Atari shirt on, right? I'm going to make a good example for you guys in a second. So here's the Atari shirt, right? There's Atari, right? Now, this is the Sepsis band page. You know what I mean? We got like 30,000 followers on the page, and we've been a page for a really long time, right? So that drives high value on a social media site, especially if you haven't cheated or done any funny business. We're proud. We're proud to encourage, because of our own success. We always are encouraging others to not cheat at the game because it's really helpful and healthy to your SEO. It's healthy to all of your networks if you don't use bots or get involved in trying to manipulate or digitally hack the system. You're just better off doing things the right way, and allowing things to grow over time. And we're always trying to remind people that. I think people ignore us when we tell them that, though. We just never have even thought or considered in buying mechanical, solutions, to our problems when it comes to like marketing or getting people to listen to our music. Advertisements and things like that, endorsements, partnerships, but buying like mechanical or AI, trying to leverage machines to inflate or give off an image that we've achieved more than we have. We've just avoided that altogether. Our whole careers, we've avoided it. The worst thing we've ever done, I think the most scammy, spammy, hacky thing that we've ever done is signed to a shitty record label. And they sucked really bad. That's probably the worst thing we've ever done. But other than that, um, anyhow, what? Some asshole from a car accident. Oh man, I hope everything's all right, bro. Wow, damn. I didn't expect to look down and read that. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope everybody is not gonna die. That's fucking crazy. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. It's too hot to crash in the car. Okay, guys? If you're making and selling hip hop or Afro beats music, you might want to reach out to a sportswear or fashion brands that target similar demographic and audience. You might not land a Nike deal right away, but check out similar brands that have sponsored other musicians and look for opportunities to also partner with them. Create your sponsorship proposal. After you've identified some potential sponsors, it's time to create a sponsorship proposal. This should be a professional document that showcases your brand and outlines the benefits of partnering with you. This is debatable, but having a well crafted EPK and artist bio, like the one below, could easily help you stand out from the crowd. Now, there's a lot of people in the business right now that'll tell you having electronic press kit is pointless and people don't read them. But I will tell you, people read sepsis, so do what you will with the information. A lot of people say a press kit is pointless at this stage in the game, but it still works for us. So do what with that as you will. Include full details about your music, your audience, and the social media exposure that you can offer in exchange for any sponsorship. Making sure to give yourself due credit. Include all this information. You guys are keeping track of where we are, right? Include all this information in an easy to digest music one sheet. A one sheet is an important document that includes all relevant info about your act, your music, and all your contact details. Having a strong one sheet ready to send out to potential sponsors can really make and break your proposal. If you guys want to see Sepsis's one sheet, just message me and I'll send it to you so you can know what it looks like. Include the artist's name, link to the latest release, your strategy for marketing, upcoming release dates, artwork assets like logos and different stuff like that. A description of your music and brand. What media coverage have you already received? That's getting strange now because anybody writes, you can pay to be written up anywhere. Any upcoming performances and dates and locations, that's important because it's real. And your social media links, that's extremely important. Once you have your proposal ready, you can start firing them to potential sponsors. Make sure to send personalized emails to the correct contact at each brand, introducing yourself, your music, and clearly outlining the benefits of partnering with you and your band in this sense. As with you and other artists, documents you want to come across professional as well as concise and to the point. Don't babble on. Don't boast. Don't brag. They don't need 100 links and loud wire links. They just need something to know you're authentic. List out your strengths. In this, I would say also, to make your sponsorship proposal stand out, you're going to outline unique creative aspects that you can bring to the table. This is where I really think about stuff that translates into value, you guys. I think they say so here. Helping sell limited edition, specially designed cans as well as other exclusive products. So, here I knew it was going to get into merchandising here. That's why they say list your strengths. I knew that there was going to be something talking about value. So listing your strengths doesn't always have to be merchandising, but they gave the example here, and we'll go with that. Just link applying for crowdfunding. Getting sponsored as a musician can be a long process. You might even receive a few rejections before finding the right deal. But don't let this dishearten you. The right opportunity will be out there for you. That's kind of what I was saying in the beginning. Be persistent and keep reaching out to companies. Take their feedback on board and work it into your future applications. I love that. Getting sponsored as a musician is a great way to fund your music career and grow your audience at the same time. Keep this in mind. 5 years ago, people would say to people, that's really unprofessional if you contacted them on Facebook, for instance, for example. Now, not so much. People will debate that, but there are places online, like even emails now, that people go, I don't read my emails. You see what I'm saying? So to some people, to some companies, they don't do emails just as much as some companies don't do social media. Some people still want a phone call. So a lot of folks are doing end-to-end encryption in phone calls and text messages now also. So whatever works for you, use it. Don't limit yourself. The benefits can be amazing, but you'll need to put the hard work in. Oh, there's the one no one wants to hear. You're going to need to put the fucking hard work in, carefully building your music and brand and fan base, as well as taking the time to identify suitable companies to approach, creating a well-written sponsorship proposal. It's also key to highlight your skills and achievements. They did say that. There'll be strong competitions out there for the sponsorships that you're eyeing. Follow the tips, follow techniques, mind your business, wipe your nose, keep your mouth shut. Stuff like that. I appreciate y'all so much for hanging out with us today. Melissa has left the building. I appreciate y'all hanging out. And I'll try to sneak in a quick one tomorrow. We did have a show, so instead of having a show, we're having a staff meeting, and we're playing a few sets tomorrow evening, like a staff meeting, and we're going to have dinner and shit, and smoke trees, and crank up the amplifiers, and we're going to put together the bells and whistles on the Rockfest set. So that's what we're going to do. Normally, we have ICG game night at 10 p.m. on Fridays. There's a good chance I'll still be back in time for it. I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for another edition of William versus the World. Music industry news, technology, social media, every 24 hours. Weekdays here, 10:30 a.m. Y'all be cool, be kind. Drink some water.